Good evening, good morning, and good night. Welcome to Inappropriate Radio. It's your host. Let's get into this. So, hi guys, no periodic table, no alien talk this evening. However, I'm really not even sure why the episode from yesterday literally just uploaded, but that thing is acting stupid. So I don't know who's trying to mess with my messages, who's trying to mess around with this app. I don't know if it's God or what, but we're going to keep it moving, okay? Now, I actually got a few downloads yesterday, okay? So I'm going to tell y'all something. Okay. First and foremost, right? If you are being spiritually attacked and you want to combat it, the best time is to get up in the wee hours of the morning. Anywhere between 12 and 3 is ideal. Obviously, these witches and warlocks, they are thirsty for any opportunity to attack. So they can go from 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. They can pick any time, any location, any reason, any method to attack you, right? But in all seriousness, there are actual times when the heavens are more ideally open. There are more times when the angels are moving about. There's a structure to all of this, right? God didn't just throw the universe in, in midair and then decide to just throw us here, right? There is order. Amongst all of this chaos, there is order, okay? So I actually didn't know which way we were going to take this topic because I got quite a few downloads from yesterday into today, into like I said, the wee hours from yesterday morning, rather, not the wee hours yesterday, but the wee hours today. And I got some of them just as recent as about 4 hours ago, right? The ones that are a little more recent, I like to do a little more research and sit on it just in case something else may come up. But it is important to write it down just so I could say, hey, I got that download this date, this time, and this is what I was doing when I got the download, right? For the ones that are a little more recent. But as time goes on, the creator will give me more insight, more intel, more information on exactly what the download is about, what it means, and then he'll prompt me when to record it, right? So like I said, this particular day I was not sure which direction to go because I got quite a few downloads from yesterday morning into today, okay? So now, interestingly enough, there has been a lot of death magic going on. It's a lot of energy being thrown at people. We've had several conversations about magic and spells and how people are throwing this energy around so loosely, right? The same way birth dates are assigned, so are death dates. The same way we have job compatibility, dating compatibility, there is death compatibility. And yes, you guessed it, it is according to your birth date, okay? So the same way we have a date, right, for destiny to occur, your death is a part of your destiny. It's attached to your destiny. So we have a birth date and then we have a death date. Whatever date you are born, and please try not to exclude the year because the date is having a year attached to it, right? It has birth and death dates have years attached to it. January 1st of 2024 is not the same as January 1st of 2020, right? It's not the same. It's the same day, but it's not the same date, okay? This is why we get to see people when they're like going through traumatic experiences or when they've been faced with death and they're like hanging on, right? You get to see these people who are like brain dead, or they're like in the hospital for like 6 months or a year or 2 years or 3 years, and they're still alive. It's because there are dates that are compatible with us via our birthdays. So this segment is actually for us all, right? It's for the people who are being attacked. You can be chosen or not. Doesn't matter what your relationship with the Creator is right now. And I'm just saying, of course, you're supposed to have a relationship, but I'm saying that God has a particular timing that He wants your energy to leave this timeline and this dimension. So don't fret, okay? Don't be scared and afraid of death, because it's a part of life. It's a part of the circle of life. It is how we all are going to return. It's how many things are manifested that are like attached to our descendants. There is a bunch of life when you consider death, right? Even if the death is like forced, meaning like, you know, someone doing magic, someone deliberately killing you, like poisoning your food, or like anything, right? This is a part of the script that the Creator wrote. Even if someone is doing death magic and they're sending death magic, the Creator, if He allows that magic to appear to be working, has written it in for you to perish on that date, at that time, okay? From that location, whatever. It's all connected. And we had the conversation, right, about birth dates and how our birthdays are affected to many different things. Your death date is connected to a portal, right? There's a portal connected to the vibration of your living energy, and it has a time capsule in the middle of it. So let's just say you're born 1900, right? January 1st, 1900. And then the Creator set it for you to pass away January 1st, 1970, right? This 70-year period is a clock, right? That is connected specifically to your energy. So no matter what people do, they cannot break it. No one can break the cycles of time that God has created and written and willed over us. Even if you didn't give Him the permission to be in your life, even if you didn't give Him the permission to be the sole, person that's in charge of your life, you have a clock that is connected to your living. And you have to understand that no one can stop the clock, speed the clock up, make the clock go backwards, break the battery in the clock. Like, nobody can do anything about that. The Creator is in charge. And this is just to go to people who are sending the spells. You're not in control. Okay? So it's very important for you to understand, no matter how much death you throw at a person, no matter how much negativity you send a person, and this death is also related to a spiritual death, right? Because death is physical or spiritual. Sometimes people will throw death at you and they will extract your soul. They will extract the spirits that are connected to you, that bring abundance and prosperity and protection and peace and harmony and everything that will allow you to stay in balance, but they won't kill the vessel. And it's more than likely because they can't, right? Because the Creator is in charge of all of it. But if the Creator is allowing your soul to be killed off, it's more than likely because you didn't believe in Him. You aren't praying. You're not building your connection. And He's trying to show you that people can play around with these energies like that. And if you don't give Him the permission to be the orchestrator, then this is what happens. And I mean, who would you rather be in control of your energy in your life? The creator or some sick ass human that's jealous of your smile and your eyelashes, right? This is what goes on in the spiritual realm. You have different communities that focus on attacking people day in and day out. And unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about it. So the only thing you can do literally is protect yourself. If you're not open to the different possibilities that are attached with people, if you're not willing to understand that people, they just use their gifts in the wrong way, then you're not ready to step into spirituality. You have to understand that each of us have something that connects us to a different realm. And the different realms that is just out there, right, is also connected to your birth and your death, because it's saying, I'm expecting for person A to be in Earth for at least 90 years, because during that time, the energy that they are creating, the things that they're creating, the abundance, the peace, the connection with God, is what's going to propel them into the next dimension when their energy leaves here, when their vessel leaves here. Okay, now of course there are remnants of everyone in, the earthly realm after they die, right? So whatever things you're creating, not just your children, right? Your legacy all around the board is what is a remnant of your energy. Some, people, they took up more space than others, and that's fine. But the overall gist of this thing here is to have the immediate understanding that is required to sustain your life. So whatever having a life means to you, you want to build on that. Having a relationship with God, eating right, getting your rest, drinking your water, whatever that means, building up your relationship with your family, knowing the word of God, whatever it means to have a substantial relationship with God is what you need, what you need to focus on. If it means that you need to be, building up your spirit, whatever it means, okay? I'm gonna be honest here. It's gonna be different for each of us, because each of our souls have a different path to go down. We all don't have the same journey. We all don't have the same vibration. We all don't have the same relationship with the Creator. He created each of us for something different. So he may be telling you to go vegan, and he may be telling the other person to make sure they eat more meat, simply because their genetics is tying them to a different purpose. It's a different location in the spiritual realm as well as in the physical realm. Hell, you could be right next to a person and God is going to have y'all do two different things. Now, he will give you the insight that is required in order for you to understand that a person is doing something different, because he instructed them to do so. But all in all, this is totally based on your ideas and your desire to connect with the Creator and your will to live. Your will to live is probably the main thing, outside of your ability to transmute the death energy that may have been sent, the evil eye that may have been sent, the people speaking negatively over your life. These are things that are unfortunate. But if you can transmute those energy, you bet your ass that you can definitely keep, your ball of life rolling until it's time for you to not be alive anymore. I don't really know another way to put it, but this is the gist of the conversation. Staying alive isn't even the game. It's just doing what the Creator wants you to do until that time has come to an end. All right? But I'm going to end it here. I do love y'all. I hope y'all are drinking your water, eating your fruit and vegetables, and sipping on your own tea because it's free. And I hope that y'all are going to enjoy your weekend because it's beautiful out there. All right. Love y'all.